Good morning. Welcome back to another glimpse in our life on the road. We are still in Esperance and we're just heading out for a little walk this morning, just at Dempster Head, which is a lookout right in town. It's a bit of a overcast day today, but we've had some lovely weather.
I think yesterday was the best day of my life.
Yeah, yesterday was awesome. We'll insert some clips from that actually. We had dolphins frolicking in the water.
Yeah, we
There's
had
a glass off at Twilight Beach.
crystal clear, flat water.
Beautiful weather for a swim.
We swam out to the rock at Twilight Beach and jumped
did
off.
some cliff jumping. And then the weather's back to overcast, typical Esperance today. So
Yep.
we are still going to make the most of it and do whatever we can.
We'll bring you along.
So down behind me here is West Beach, and that's where we went swimming in the last video. Doesn't look quite as inviting today, but it's still beautiful. Even on an overcast day, the water here is so stunning and blue. Beautiful. There's somebody surfing down there.
First time taking the bus on the sand.
Beach
Down at
bus now.
Bandy Creek this morning.
We've been inspired by yesterday's glass off to get the paddleboard out. We haven't been paddleboarding once since we left home, but we've been carrying it around with us, so today's the day.
Yeah, it's not looking like the nicest day to use it, but I think you've got the better idea, Charles. Yeah.
I probably need this anyway.
So we've just been hanging out with our friend Chelsea for most of the day, but now we are heading out to the beach for sunset. Looking like we're going to try Observatory Beach just to see what it's like there, but we'll check out the car park first and see if we can get a spot. And hopefully the sunset goes off.
watching tonight?
Probably the back of my eyelids because I'm so tired, but we're going to try and watch our show that we've been watching. I think it's called Missing You on Netflix.
Yep. We
Thanks
can't
to
be bothered with a cup of tea tonight because we're too tired.
Thanks to Soph and Dan that let us use their Netflix.
Shout out to Soph and Dan.
Shout out, you guys are the best.
Yep. And we're getting up early in the morning. Probably going to go back to Twilight Beach. So we'll see you then.
See you then. Good morning. We are just at Twilight Beach this morning. Nath is taking some photos on his drone and I'm trying to work up the energy to go make a coffee. I have to work today, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a full day or just a half day, and it looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice, so hopefully we'll get to do something after work today and we'll bring you along.
Welcome back to Cooking with Nathan. Today we have Vegemite on cold toast.
No guys, Nathan eats Promite. Feel free to comment below how disgusting that is. So I've just finished work. It's like, is it like 2 o'clock?
1, I think.
Oh, 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've just finished work and we're going to head out to the national park. I think we're going to do a hike at Hellfire Bay and we're going to meet one of our friends out there as well and spend the rest of the day / do sunset and stuff with him.
Yep, looking forward to it.
We'll see you there.
We've just been for a cheeky swim down at Hellfire Bay. Literally the calmest we've ever seen it. And like just after we got out of the water, the winds come in. So it's back to normal. And we're going for our hike. The trail here goes all the way along the coast from LeGrand Beach to Lucky Bay. But we're doing a small section. We'll see if we can make it from here, Hellfire, over to Thistle Cove. But no stress if we don't make it all the way. We've done a little bit of this before, just to Little Hellfire Bay, and that's a really good spot to go for a swim. Because you have to hike there, it's usually not too busy in comparison to all the other beaches out here in the national park.
And if you get hot on the hike, you can just go for a swim midway.
Yeah, cool off, which we might do.
Yeah.
Best part is we have to come back up this. So there it is, Thistle Cove, down behind me there. It's getting a little bit late in the afternoon, so Shana has volunteered to just sit down on the rock back where we crossed that little bit of water and look after my camera so I could run up here and get a glimpse. I think we're pushing it a little bit with time, so I've just ran ahead just so I could get the hike done and have a look at Thistle Cove from the opposite side of the bay. And now I'm gonna make my way back over to Shana and we'll see you back at the bus.
So we've just got back to the bus from that hike and it was really beautiful, as you would have seen. It was quite steep and hard, so I'm feeling a little bit tired now, but I'm just gonna get a start on dinner. I know last night I started making dinner and then my mum rang, so I was kind of like distracted and I didn't really show you guys what I made. But tonight on the menu I'm making vegan mac and cheese, and Nate's friend that's here with us, Matt, he is a chef and I just offered him dinner tonight, so I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna be up to your standard, but pressure is on. So let's make this mac and cheese. So as always, I've started by soaking my cashews, and unfortunately, as you guys know, she's a lazy gal. These were not soaked overnight, and I also couldn't be bothered to boil the jug. Usually if you just boil the jug and then put boiling water in it, you don't have to soak it overnight. But I also couldn't be bothered getting another thing out and doing that, so they're probably not going to be blending up that well, but it is what it is. And then for the top, I thought I'd do something a bit different because I've got all this kale to use up, and I did crispy kale on a salad last night and it's so good, so I thought I might do some air fried crispy kale to put on top of the mac and cheese. So I've just put a little bit of olive oil and salt in here. I forgot to show you, sorry. And now I'm just going to pop some other spices and stuff in. So a bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic salt, or just garlic powder, sorry, not garlic salt. Some onion powder. And then I have some of these like mixed herbs with garlic as well, because I like it really garlicky. And we'll just do a tiny bit of paprika. You don't have to do that, but just feeling fancy. Can't forget the most important ingredient, nutritional yeast. This is what makes it taste cheesy. Put a good amount of that in there. The thing that I find hard to adjust to from like house cooking to bus cooking is that I can only have one appliance going at a time, otherwise our inverter will like trip out. And there's been a few times where I've forgotten and then I've put it on and I've gotten in lots of trouble from Nath. So, and Matt was just telling us a little story about how his inverter like blew up the other day, so I'm a bit scared now. So I've got to wait for my pasta to boil, then I can blend my cashews. Once that's done, then I can put my kale in the air fryer. Okay? Ta-da! Yum! The boys are still out shooting, so I'm just gonna enjoy this. Doesn't look like they're getting much of a sunset, unfortunately. We thought it might go off, but no such luck. Unless it's still about to, I don't really know. Think I might have been wrong about that sunset. It's looking like it's starting to glow. Just contemplating if I can be bothered to walk over there. My legs are so tired from that hike. Hi.
well, that's all from us this week.
We hope you enjoyed seeing what we've been up to in Esperance. Stay tuned for more bus life next Sunday.